Have you ever found yourself in a situation with a guy where you are doing the absolute most? Have you ever been in a spot where you genuinely, deep in your stomach, know and feel that you care about this person way more than they care about you? Let me talk about myself for a second. I grew up thinking that men were the best, incredible. There was nothing more important to me. There was nothing I wanted to think about more. There was nobody I wanted to talk to more if I had the opportunity to talk to a teenage boy. And it really only got worse as I got older. Like as I started actually talking to them in high school and when I started dating. And I hate looking back on it because not only is it embarrassing, but it's also sad. Like for example, my first boyfriend, he was my first kiss. He was really important to me. I knew him for many years and he called me a bitch multiple times. He called me an attention whore, said that I was so boy crazy because I liked so many guys, like the times that we weren't dating, we were just friends. Meanwhile, he had so many girlfriends, like way more girlfriends than me. He was just very mean to me overall, like in the many years that we were talking, and I still liked him. I still met up with him. I still hung out with him. I still cared about him. There was another guy who, oh my God, I met him once and instantly was so attracted to him just because of his demeanor and how charming he was. And because I was so attracted to him and because I knew that a lot of girls like wanted him or whatever, then I basically did anything for him. And he would call me at 1 in the morning, not even call me, he would Snapchat me at 1 in the morning and ask me to pick him up from work, which basically just meant come hook up with me and then drop me off at my house. And I did it anyway. Like I did it willingly because I was like, I can't believe he's paying attention to me. Like this guy has so many girls who like him and he wants to talk to me. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. And that guy was also really mean to me. That guy told me once, you know, sometimes when I see you, I think you're super hot. And then other times, not so much. Another guy, I was at the mall with him one time and like he knew I liked him. We met on a dating app. Like I was a little older at this time and we were walking in the mall and I was just walking next to him and like I liked him, so I did want to hold his hand. Like my hand was kind of brushing his. I was like, okay, kind of hinting, you know? And any normal person would like grab your hand or just like not say anything. And he was like, what, you want to hold my hand or something? And then he didn't hold my hand. It wasn't even like he's like, oh, you want to hold my hand? Haha, and then grab my hand. Like he didn't hold my hand. And then let's not even talk about or think about the amount of guys who I had crushes on, who I texted, who didn't respond to me, who left me unopened on Snapchat, who posted about other girls and I continued to like them, insulted me, made me feel bad, talked crap about me to their friends, and I just didn't care. Like it hurt me. I was sad, but at the end of the day, like they were guys, they were men, and I needed a man. I needed a man to talk to. I needed a boy to give me attention. And so I did anything to keep that attention. I'm making this video to tell you guys, to tell any girl watching this, that if you are texting a guy and he doesn't respond to you and he leaves you unopened constantly, his responses are much shorter than yours, he shows no interest in the conversation, he doesn't ask you questions, he doesn't like you. If a guy has a girlfriend and is talking to you, he doesn't actually like you. He might enjoy your attention, he might enjoy your company, because who wouldn't? I'm sure you're an awesome person, but he's dating someone else. At the end of the day, it's not gonna work out. He's not gonna leave his girlfriend for you, and if he does, he'll probably end up leaving you for a different girl. If a guy ignores you in person, but will Snapchat you, ask you for nudes, hook up with you, anything in that realm, he doesn't like you. He doesn't care. And I'm telling you guys all this for you to understand and for you to save yourself some heartbreak and save some of your dignity, because it is the most awkward, sad, embarrassing, depressing thing in the world when you like a guy and then you start to slowly realize after months or even years of chasing him that he never cared about you as much as you cared about him. Oh my God. Before we continue on with this video, let me just tell you about the sponsor of today's episode, which is Native. Oh, would you look at that? It's my toothpaste mic. But I'm here to talk about Native deodorant. Native deodorant is paraben-free, aluminum-free, vegan, and cruelty-free deodorant that lasts long, has amazing scent. It's really good for your armpits, unlike a lot of other brands. And I'm gonna put my mic down for a second. Hope you can still hear me. It goes on great. It lasts for so long. The texture is great. It's not sticky. It doesn't get all over your clothes. And did I mention that their scents are so awesome? I got Sweet Peach and Nectar, which is honestly one of my favorites right now. I got Key Lime and Sugar, which has been a favorite for a very long time. And then I got Eucalyptus and Mint. Also, Also, Native has recently started making toothpaste and body wash, and these products are just as awesome as their deodorants. So guys, if you want to try Native deodorant, 3 deodorants are usually $36, but with my code DANIC2 and using my link, which is in the description, you can get 33% off, so you can get 3 deodorants for $24, guys. And you can also use my link in my code to get 20% off any body wash and toothpaste. Thank you for listening to my ad. Back to the video. I don't know what the difference is between, you know, straight men and girls and why women just care more, but they just generally do. Not all men are like this. I know that. Like, my husband isn't like this. The guys I live with aren't like this. But it does seem to be the minority, at least when you're younger. And there is just like a sea of men that you have to weed through to get to the good ones. And also, the worst part of it all is that you have to work really hard to do this. It's not easy to tell whether somebody cares about you, likes you, respects you, like actually wants to hang out with you, because we trick ourselves. I don't know if you notice this, but I'll just give you an example. I feel every town, every high school has one or more of these. You probably will think of a specific person when I tell you this. That one guy who is good looking and they have tons of girls who like them, but they have no interests, no personality. They use tons of girls. They cheat on their girlfriends. They're rude to girls. They are one of the boys and like make girls feel irrelevant in conversations. And yet girl after girl after girl will just continue to hang out with them. Like, you'll go on their TikTok page or their Instagram or whatever, they have so many comments of girls. They're like, heart eyes, oh my God, miss you, he, he, he. Their Snapchat story is full of girls. They're constantly hanging out with girls. And trust me, I was one of these girls who liked these guys. So like, I know what it's like. But these men are the bane of my existence, because every girl wants to chase after them because it's like a prize to win them, because everybody wants them, but they're not even special. Oh my God. I don't even think you guys can understand how much this bothers me, that men who are mediocre and rude and not respectful, they don't value women, they don't care about anybody but themselves. It boils my blood that they can get away with whatever they want. It's not even that it's entirely the guy's fault. He's an asshole, but like, why do girls even think about them? Why did I even think about giving these men attention? Like, did I diminish myself so much to absolutely nothing to where I convinced myself that I was deserving of that? Like, now that I'm married, now that I'm in a healthy relationship, a stable relationship, now that I'm past all of it, it is so clear to see. And like, if one of those types of guys were to approach me now, I would probably vomit all over myself, because I would just be so disgusted at the thought of talking to them, because they're so vile and rude and offensive and just boring. Like, they're not even cool people. They're just boring. But back in the day, I thought they were awesome. And so many girls think that they're awesome. And it bothers me. Like, it makes me so mad that women put in hours into their appearance. They think about every text they're gonna send. They anticipate the man's reaction in conversation, in person, online, on TikTok, on Snapchat. Like, girls think about men and they think about how they're gonna be perceived by men so much. And men just think about boobs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They just think about how they can get a girl to have sex with them. They don't think about real conversation. They don't think about getting to know a woman. I don't even know what goes on in their head. Like, why the hell are you, this beautiful Amazonian angel, putting in effort, wearing makeup, spending hours getting ready, shaving your whole body? Like, why do you want this man who's showing up in basketball shorts and an old t-shirt? This man just rolled out of bed to hang out with you. He doesn't care to get to know you, and he has no personality, no talent, no sort of anything going for him, and yet you're chasing after him. You, what? Excuse me? Okay, my brother shared something with me when I was a teenager, and I never fully put it into effect, but it did change the way that I saw men, and it helped me a lot. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. He told me, think about the person you like and tell me 5 good qualities that they have that are not baseline essentials that any human being should have. For example, being attractive doesn't count, being nice doesn't count, being funny doesn't count. Those things that like pretty much everybody should do or is gonna do in their life, those things don't count. So if you can think of 5 good qualities about them, for example, they're loyal, they prioritize me, they are very spiritual, they go to church if that's a priority of yours, they're positive, they're hardworking, they're respectful. Did I mention that? If you can think of 5 of those qualities, they're a normal good person. If you can't think of 5, I don't know why you're even thinking of talking to them, because that's that person, I don't even know if they exist. That could just be a hologram, because I don't know how you can function if you don't have any qualities beyond just existing and being nice. Like, everybody's nice. If you can find 10 qualities, they're good. If you can find 15 qualities, they're great. And it just keeps going on. But like, the point is, can you think of things that this person has or does that are actually meaningful? Because we have to protect ourselves, and we have to protect our fellow women from chasing after men who don't deserve it. You know, I wish that I could go back to 17-year-old Dani and be like, hey, you are gonna be married in 2 years. Holy shit. You are going to be with somebody who makes you forget that these boys that you like now exist. You are going to be with somebody who is so respectful to you that you don't have to worry whether your boundaries are being crossed right now. You're gonna be with somebody who's so nice to you that you don't question whether they find you attractive or whether they wanna hang out with you. You're gonna be with somebody who makes you feel so secure that you're not anxious all the time that they're gonna leave you. You're gonna be with somebody who calls you back when you call them, who texts you back when you text them. You're gonna be with somebody who doesn't look at other girls on Instagram and like their pictures and think that they're hotter than you, and you have to constantly be in competition with girls online. I wish that I could go back to me as a teenager and just show her the person I'm with now, because the people that I was trying to be with back then are just, I really hope that they've matured, but I just wish that I could show high school me that there's better out there. I wish that I would have focused more on friends and myself and my hobbies and my talents, and didn't let guys just be the center of my life, because I wasted so much time chasing after people who taught me no lessons, and I regret that. I really do. And I got myself into some situations that traumatized me forever that I really could have gone without, but it is what it is, right? I promise you, if anybody's out there feeling hopeless, feeling sad, there is someone out there for you. There's probably multiple people out there for you that you're gonna meet in your life, that you're gonna date for a long time before you get married, or maybe you won't get married, who knows? But there are people out there who will care about you. You just have to find them, and they will come to you if you set your standard. That I can promise you.